Hi, my name is Mel, and this presentation will provide a clear, non-technical overview of climate change, focusing on its causes, observable impacts, and what we can do to help. We will explore basic concepts, human-driven factors, effects on nature and people, and global responses. Okay, so we will begin by understanding what climate change is and how it differs from weather. Then we'll discuss how the natural greenhouse effect works and how human activities intensify it. Next, we'll look at the visible effects on our world and nature. Finally, we'll explore what can be done at home, in communities, and globally. The following section explains a basic concept of climate change, differentiating between weather and climate and highlighting the signs we can observe in our environment. Climate change refers to long-term changes in the Earth's average weather patterns. Unlike daily weather, which can change quickly, climate describes patterns that tend to be over decades or longer. Weather is a short-term condition of the atmosphere like rain or sunshine on a given day or a given week. Climate is the average of these weather conditions over years, like many years, like 4 or 5, giving us an understanding of typical patterns. We notice climate change through increasing temperatures, changing seasons, stronger storms, and shifts in plant and animal behaviour that signal a changing environment. The following section covers how the natural greenhouse effect supports life and how human activities add extra greenhouse gases, intensifying climate change. We will also review major sources of these gases. The greenhouse effect is a natural process where gases trap heat in the atmosphere, keeping Earth warm enough to support life. Without it, our planet would be too cold. Human activities like burning fossil fuels, oil, coal, gas, release extra greenhouse gases such as carbon dioxide and methane, which increase the heat trapped, leading to global warming. Cars, factories and farming are significant contributors to greenhouse gas emissions. They burn fuel and release gases that add to the atmosphere, accelerating climate change. We'll look more closely at specific behaviours in industries responsible for increasing greenhouse gases, including energy use, deforestation and waste management. Fossil fuels like coal, oil and natural gas are burned for electricity, heating and transportation, releasing large amounts of carbon dioxide into the atmosphere. Cutting down forests reduces trees that absorb carbon dioxide, while land use changes also release stored carbon, contributing to climate change. Waste decomposition and consumer habits affect greenhouse gas emissions. Reducing, reusing, recycling can help reduce and lower the impact. Here we explore clear signs of climate change, such as rising temperatures, extreme weather, and melting ice, which affect the planet globally. Global temperatures have been increasing steadily, leading to hotter summers, warmer oceans, and disrupting natural cycles. Climate change has intensified storms, droughts, floods and heat waves, causing damage to communities and ecosystems. Glaciers and polar ice caps are melting, contributing to rising sea level that threaten coastal areas and island nations. Climate change affects wildlife and plants by altering habitats and ecosystems, putting many at risk. Animals must adapt, migrate, or face survival challenges as their environments change due to shifting temperatures and weather patterns, and many cannot adapt that quickly. Plants face challenges like altered growing seasons, drought, and invasive species, which affect biodiversity and food chains. Ocean warming and acidification harm marine life and coral reefs, which are vital ecosystems supporting many species, including us. Climate change impacts human health, food and water security, damages homes and livelihoods worldwide. Rising temperatures and pollution increase respiratory problems, heat-related illnesses, and spread of diseases. Crop failures, water shortages, and disrupted growing seasons threaten food security for many populations, and we face quite a lot of people in our world going very hungry and starving. Extreme weather damages infrastructure, displaces communities, impacts jobs, especially in vulnerable regions. Impacts vary worldwide. We will see examples from different regions and communities and learn about global effects to monitor climate changes. Regions experience climate change differently. Some face drought, others flooding or temperature shifts, affecting local lives uniquely. And we've had a lot of flooding like Bangladesh and Sri Lanka that has caused a lot of deaths very recently, in fact, last week or so. And climate change increases cyclones or hurricanes, or whatever you call them, because we call them cyclones in Australia and hurricanes elsewhere, tornadoes. And many of these, cause death in humans and cause a lot of problems, okay? So this is something that we do need to do something about. Communities worldwide share stories of adaptation, and challenges, illustrating the human face of climate change. Scientists and organisations use satellites, sensors and data collection to monitor climate trends and inform policy decisions. This final section focuses on practical, simple actions individuals and communities can take to reduce climate change impacts and raise awareness. Saving energy, recycling, using public transport and educating ourselves on climate change will definitely help. Local initiatives like planting trees, supporting clean and renewable green energy like solar power, wind power, wave power, geothermal, all that sort of stuff. We definitely need a lot more clean green energy, okay? So renewable energy, as they call it, solar powers, okay, wave power, geothermal, other things, okay? We cannot keep burning fossil fuels. Community education, so planting trees definitely. Improving biodiversity, right? Helping, communities that are in need, that can all play a role in combating climate change. Sharing knowledge encourages collective action. Awareness helps people make informed choices and support positive environmental policies. Climate change is a pressing global issue driven largely by human activities. By understanding its causes and impacts and taking everyday actions, we can contribute to a healthier planet for future generations. And also, too, we need to vote in governments that will have governmental policies majorly addressing climate change, like, going towards green renewable energy, like solar panels, like wave power, like wind power, like all sorts of geothermal, all sorts of things. Okay, we need to really push for not just Australia, but every country to start adapting and having like non-fossil fuels, like don't have coal burning or gas burning or anything like that. We should be using renewable energy, making more energy efficient products. We should be using, also look at recycle and waste management, mainly plant trees, all that sort of stuff. Thank you for your time.